What's up, world? Jeff Lerner here, and we're live. Appreciate you being here. We are going to talk quickly about what it takes. What does it take to be ridiculously productive, ridiculously effective, ridiculously efficient, and ultimately ridiculously successful? And I'll tell you what it takes. It takes a refusal to do anything but. Hey, appreciate that, Trevor. I've been trying to go live more, and I realize there is no try. There is only do or do not. So saith the Yoda. Hey, she hate Trey. I don't know why she hate Trey. Trey seems all right to me, but you were the first person on the live, and I appreciate it. Matthew, what's up, my man? Jay, what's up, my man? All kinds of people coming on Instagram. We're live on Facebook. We're live in the Entre Nation group. We're live on my Facebook page. We're live streaming on YouTube. We're everywhere. We're making moves. We're covering ground. And I'm here to talk about what does it take? What does it take to be next level? And when I say next level, I'm going way high, next level. You know why you want to be up there? Because everything below is just meh. It's just meh. Go look around, go take a survey, go interview, go put together focus groups, go walk around on the street asking people, go do whatever you got to do to sample the average in this world. And you will find that it just ain't so hot. It's sad. Is it sad? I don't actually know if it's sad. I think it's just fair. You know what's fair? Unevenness. You know what would be unfair? Evenness. I am from America. Thank you. I like to think that's obvious. I'm proud of my Americanness. I don't try to mask it and pretend I'm from somewhere else. I'm American. Does it not sound American? Elijah, yes, this is live. Thanks for being here. So listen, you sample the average and you find out that the average is meh. And then you say, well, it's not fair that the average is meh. But then you're like, wait, it is fair. Because if everyone was the same, if everyone was way up here, then what that would mean is that people who were working harder, who were doing more, who were showing up excellence, who were pursuing greatness, were getting penalized. It was either artificially bringing people up from underneath them, or it was artificially pulling them down from below them. But either way, if everyone had it equal, that would mean some people were getting penalized for doing more, but not being allowed to reap the fruits. There's a lot of people that want everyone to have it the same. We can't all have it the same. It wouldn't be right. There's winners and losers in nature. You get to choose. What's wrong is when people don't get to choose, but you get to choose. And that's the ultimate in fairness. I was just recapping my day. Life is fear, Elijah says. People have everything they need, but just too distracted looking outward. That's what I'm talking about. Like I said, the key to massive success is to refuse to do or experience anything but. I will tell you my day. I woke up at 3:30. I got ready in the still of the early morning with no one awake. I went to the gym. I worked out hard. I came home. I took my daughter to the bus stop. Then I got in the car. Left the house by about 7:15, went, parked somewhere, did an Instagram live. Hey, what's up, Simon? My brethren. I didn't even know I had a brethren, a fellow learner. What's up, Simon? So I parked somewhere, I did an Instagram live. I talked about putting yourself out there. I recorded a memo to my Inner Circle Mastermind group. I said, everybody, we got to put ourselves out there today. Tell the world who we are, what we do, what makes us special. Practice articulating and defining our USP in the market. I went, I parked, I did it myself. I led by example. Then I had to get on a call with somebody who's helping me with a book. We got a book project that's probably going to be released first or second quarter of next year. But, you know, failure to plan is planning to fail. So we're starting now. So I had to get on the phone, do a call about that. Let's see, what did I do after that? Then I had about a 3-hour block of creative time where I went in and redid some slides in our business plan, which is part of my business, which I'll re-record next time I get a creative block. Then I had to go to lunch with a friend of mine who essentially COVID kind of disrupted the thing, but we're on a trajectory towards doing a partnership on a franchise business model that he's got and a software that he's involved in. And anyway, we just kind of were catching up on that. Then I had to come back here, recorded 2 podcast interviews, both of which were awesome. One with a guy named Jimmy Vreeland from Cashflow Tactics. Super cool guy, ex-Army Ranger turned financial consultant, former college football player, just kind of a badass dude. Then I recorded with Stacy Tuschel, who's the creator of the Foot Traffic podcast, one of the top 20-ish marketing and business podcasts on the internet. I had her on my show, and then it went really well. Now she's going to have me on her show in the next few weeks. So I did 2 podcast interviews. Then I had to race out and go to the bank. Trying to set up a line of credit with Chase Bank. Had to go through some, rigmarole paperwork and such from that. Now I'm back here doing my live stream. And then as soon as I'm done here, I got to run home. We got a photo shoot because apparently with the election, they're pumping tons of dollars into the online advertising ecosystem. Not a surprise as we head towards the end of the year and an election year. You've got the combination of election dollars being pumped in from federal, state, and local election campaigns. Plus you have all the stuff kind of gearing up for Black Friday and the normal e-com wave that happens in the fourth quarter of the year. So it's a very tumultuous, turbulent ecosystem right now, which means you're having to refresh a lot of ads, put out a lot of ad creative constantly. So we're doing a photo shoot tonight to get more thumbnails for more ad variations. Bottom line is I got up at 3:30. I actually left for the gym at about 4:15. We'll probably wrap the video, the photo shoot at about 7:15. So that'll be a solid 15-hour work day. So, Jeff, the laptop lifestyle, man, digital business, it's easy. Kick up your feet, let the internet do all the work. I'm calling bullshit on that. You want to be excellent? You want to have an amazing life? Refuse to do anything but. If I sat around all day participating in lethargy, participating in a passive existence, waiting and hoping that my online business was going to do its thing and magically the money was just going to show up, which frankly it probably would, at least for a while, but you got to stay in front. You got to stay at the bleeding edge. You got to be leading your own life by example. You got to be the stand for excellence in your own life. I'd rather work 15-hour days when I don't need to than work 5-hour days and wake up one day and go, man, I'm behind. I screwed that up. I had a huge opportunity. I had momentum. I had possibility. I had timing. I had the energy of youth, and I squandered it. And now I'm old and I'm behind and I've atrophied, I've gotten soft. You can't live like that. You want to have an excellent life, you eschew anything but. That's what I mean. The way to achieve massive success is to opt out of everything else. You call me with something average, I don't have time. You invite me to participate in something that isn't aligned with my goals, I'm out. I'm not even going to listen to the pitch. Lillian Farr says, you are one of the few that admits it takes constant hard work to get to and stay at the top. Jeff, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that. Isn't it maddening? These knuckleheads on the internet, these pop-up gurus in your feed every day, every hour telling you, oh, it's not that hard. The internet does all the work. Man, we have leverage. We have infinite scalability. You just push a few buttons, you learn a few basic skills, and it all just gets done for you. In fact, by my magical system, my DFY, done for you turnkey solution, it's like a microwave for your bank account. You push the buttons, and 12 minutes later, piping hot money shows up in your bank account. Bullshit. That's a fucking lie. It's hard. It's hard. This took me 4 years to earn. No, this one took me 4 years. This one took me 5 years. This one, we built that in 2, but we were pretty damn good by the time we were building that. This one took me 6. It's hard. And you have to be great. You can't even just be good. Here's the thing. If you're average, keep learning and you'll get good. When you're good, keep learning, keep applying, keep working, keep straining, keep tearing yourself down to the sinews and fibers that most people never even access. And eventually you'll be great. And then once you're great, keep pushing still. It's the 26th mile of the marathon where you win or lose. Then you'll be excellent. And eventually, remember, money is the lagging indicator. It is the last thing to click in. It is the last measure of success. You are successful long before you are rich, but you will never be rich until after you are successful. I'm going to say that again. You are successful long before you are rich, and you will never be rich. I'm not like wagging a finger at you. I'm wagging a finger at me too. Jeff Lerner, you will never be rich until long after you're successful. The hard work precedes the results. The results precede the money. You cannot measure your progress by dollars, not in business. You measure your progress, especially in digital business, new economy business. Doesn't matter if it's analog or digital now, but in new economy business, progress is measured first by awareness. If people are hearing about you, if people are discovering you, if people are getting to know you, you are making progress. That doesn't mean they're paying you yet. 12-hour days, 14-hour days, 16-hour days. The human body, they say that you need 8 hours of sleep. The reality is when you get really effective at sleep, meaning you go to bed at the same time every night, you get up at the same time every morning, you shift your schedule to be optimized, to be off from other people. Because here's the thing. If you're in a house and you're waking up at 7, but other people are waking up at 5, and you're kind of hearing some ambient noise in your subconscious, you're actually disrupting 2 hours of sleep. You need to get up earlier. You need to be the first one up in your house, because then that means you're waking up in silence, which means it wasn't disrupted until you decided it was time to wake up. You can usually compress 8 hours of sleep requirement into about 6. Personally, and I know everybody's different. Personally, I've been able to get by on between 5 and 5.5 consistently. And it's just hard, man. And it's fun, though. It's fun. Have you ever been backpacking? Have you ever been on a canoe trip? Have you ever been camping where it rains and all your stuff gets soaked and you're in the middle of it and you're like, oh, this is so miserable. And eventually you break and there's just nothing to do but laugh, because actually struggle is fun, because especially when it produces an experience. Here's the thing. They did a study, man. Happiness, money only equates to happiness up to between 80 and 100 grand a year, depending on where you live. Once you get beyond that, when you make 200 grand a year, 300 grand a year, 500 grand a year, $1 million a year, $25 million a year, you're not getting any happier. It depends on what you're doing with the money. Money that goes into freeing up time makes you happier. Money that goes into creating experiences makes you happier. Money that goes into blessing other people makes you happier. So here's the thing. It's not just money. Building leverage makes you happy. Creating experiences makes you happy. Blessing other people makes you happy. So by extension, what else would make us happy if it did those things? Hard damn work will make you happy. Work hard to bless other people. Work hard to create more leverage in your life. Work hard to create memorable experiences, including the memorable experience of having worked hard to produce a result. And you'll find that you magically get happier. It's in your control. In fact, you could argue that if you're not happy, it's because you're not working hard enough. People say, I'd be happier if I had more time. I'd be happier if I could kick back. I'd be happier if I could put my feet up. Honestly, it's probably not true. My dad retired when he was like 52 years old. And by 54, he was going stir crazy. And he's like, I got to work. He had to wait for his non-compete to expire from his firm that he sold his shares in. As soon as his non-compete expired, he's like, I'm going back to work. And in the meantime, he was doing like online business. He was selling stuff on eBay. He was trading books. He was building a book collection. Anything he could get his hands on to work. Because work keeps you sane. And ultimately, work properly directed makes you happy. I'm happy. I am so flipping happy right now because I've been working my ass off all day. And it's Wednesday. 3 days now. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. My day's not even over. I have busted my ass this week. And I'm so happy about it. By the way, I got some big goals. Do you have big goals? Are you willing to declare your big goals to the universe? Are you willing to declare your big goals to the universe? People always say, shh, don't tell your friends your goals. Shh, keep it close to the vest. I used to think that. I used to think that part of the formula of success was to keep your cards close, because there's like this, and I do believe in this, there's like this energetic expenditure that comes with telling people what you're going to do. You say, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, and you actually lose a little bit of energy that you would need to lose the 20 pounds. But here's the thing. You push through it. You tell one person you're going to lose 20 pounds, and you're like, I lost a little energy. Maybe I'll be a hypocrite, whatever. It's only one person. They're not going to blow me up. You tell the whole world you're going to lose 20 pounds. You plaster it all over your Facebook, all over your Instagram. You go live every single day talking about how you lost 2 ounces. You lost 4 ounces. You lost 6 ounces. You're on your journey to lose 20 pounds, and you ain't going to quit now. And you're going, and you're involving the world in your journey, and you're asking for support, and you're declaring who you're going to be. You're expressing, you're allowing who you're becoming to start to be who you are. You start to allow who you're becoming and who you are to coexist so that who you are can evolve into who you're becoming. You start to do it boldly, proudly, and publicly. And it builds this momentum. It builds this inertia. And you build this anxiety around doing anything but. The way to create a life where you opt out of anything but extreme success is to project a life of extreme success. And I don't mean fake it. I don't mean lie. I don't mean rent Lamborghinis to make yourself look richer than you are. I mean authentically declare to the world who you are and what the hell you're going to do. I'm Jeff Lerner, and I am revolutionizing the education industry. I am taking new economy business education, a la Russell Brunson, a la Jay Abraham, a la who the hell, Sam Ovens, Ty Lopez, Grant Cardone, all the new economy wealth strategy on how to get supremely successful in the modern world. And I am coupling it with Tony Robbins. I'm coupling it with T. Harv Eker. I'm coupling it with Chloe Madonis. I'm coupling it with all the best personal development, positive psychology, Martin Seligman, and I'm smashing it all together into one cohesive approach to transforming every aspect of your life holistically, creating physical, personal, and professional excellence in the world as the bedrock of an awesome life, and ultimately all the wealth, prosperity, abundance, and blessings that you and the people in your circle could possibly know what to do with. That's who I am, and that's what I'm doing, and I declare it proudly, boldly, and publicly. Not because I'm beating my chest to show you or tell you what I'm going to do, but because it creates momentum. It creates momentum when you declare. The commitment and consistency principle will hold you to your declarations. It's human nature. So who are you being in this world? Who are you proudly declaring yourself to be in this world? And then what are you doing? What are you backfilling the declaration with in terms of effort, industry, focus, drive, and exclusion of anything that isn't a fit? That's how you make it happen. And by the way, everything I'm saying, oh, this guy, Jeff, he's really intense. He must work really hard for a few days. No, years. So much longer than most people are willing. So much longer than the brochure ever told you. So much longer and so much harder and so much grittier and so much dirtier and so much messier and uglier and less appealing to the average person who wants it to be easy than you ever thought, than you ever even knew you had in you. It's like running an ultra marathon 200 times in a year. It's so hard and so worth it. You summit Everest, you summit K2, you summit Denali, you've done an extraordinary thing. And the difference is those things require a specific amount of physical stamina and endurance that many people don't have. Many people of a certain age, many people of a certain health condition. But all of us can be successful in the new economy if we make certain decisions around who we're going to be in the world. That is all it takes. It's not some of what it takes. It's not most of what it takes. It is all it takes. Making certain decisions about who we're going to be in the world and then naturally acting upon those decisions. You make a decision about who you're going to be and you don't really have to worry about what you're going to do because the what is just going to be the natural thing that the who does. If you don't have to say, I'm going to run a mile. You just say, I'm going to be a world-class miler. And if you're a world-class miler, you know what you do? You run miles. You don't have to push yourself to run the mile. You have to declare yourself and follow through with action to be a miler. If you're a miler, you run miles. If you're a winner, you win. If you're a doer, you do. If you're an action taker, you take action. If you're a digital marketer, you digital market. If you're a real estate investor, you invest in real estate. If you're a successful entrepreneur, you entrepreneur successfully. Figure out who you are, own it, declare it, and embody it with every cell of your being and every second of your day, and you will naturally do the things that you need to do. And if you're struggling to do that, go live. Do what I've done. Declare it to the universe right here. This entire universe is watching through your phone. The phone is the most powerful, therapeutic, and personal development device ever created in the history of man. You simply tell the world who you are, who you're becoming, what you're doing, and then you do it. Because you think everybody's watching. And if you're a hypocrite, they're all going to know. That's it. That's how to win. I got a photo shoot in 13 minutes. I got to get in my car and go home. Peace.